All right, so Lupe, take two. Lupe Fiasco will be teaching a rap course at John Hopkins Peabody Institute. So Lupe Fiasco says, let's hit the ground running in 2025. Thrilled to share that I'll be joining the faculty at the prestigious John Hopkins University's Peabody Institute in fall of 2025 as a distinguished visiting professor, teaching rap as a part of the groundbreaking new 4-year hip hop degree program led by visionary professor at Wendell Patrick Official Music. The Peabody Institute is one of the oldest music conservatories in America, world renowned for its rigorous training and for producing some of the world's greatest musicians. And I'm honored to contribute to this legacy doing what I love most, rap. I'll continue my teaching at MIT and pursuing my fellowship at Yale while advancing rap studies and practice into the upper echelons of higher education at large. See you soon, Baltimore. Superfly.
He's teaching at John Hopkins,
And MIT.
Yale, and MIT.
Gangster. Well, a fellowship means he's teaching? I thought I meant he was at school. He said, while pursuing my fellowship at Yale.
Oh, maybe you're right. I love this, not only because it's Lupe Fiasco, not only because he clearly is doing his thing in not just one place, but a couple. I also love this because when I was in school, I was always looking for these types of courses. This was so maybe not necessarily so much music as I did with like television and movies. I always wanted to learn more about entertainment. I always wanted to learn more about these sort of creative genres that fall within entertainment. I mean, I don't think it's any surprise to anyone that we do this podcast where we, speak most of the time, speak intellectually about what's going on in the entertainment world. We have our ratchet days. Check Friday's episode. But for the most part, we're still having intellectual discussions about these things. We're allowing ourselves to not just consume something, but also think critically about it. And I enjoy that so much. If I was in school, I mean, I don't know that I would have been at John Hopkins or MIT, but if I was in school when this was being offered when I was in school, I would have totally found a way to take this course or found a way to like bring a course like that to my university, because I just think it's people don't your mind doesn't always go to that, right? When you think about being in that type of environment and learning, you think about math and science and all of these really intense science-based sort of industries. And I always think it's nice when you hear that there's an artist who's teaching a class or an actor who's teaching a class or something like that, and they can implement their real life experiences into the work, which is essentially what professors do. Right. Like if you get, I don't know, a professor who specializes in communication styles, chances are they've actually lived it in their lives in some way, right? Have experience with it, whether it be like they're a psychologist or whatever it might be. So I think this is really cool. I'm really excited for him because obviously he's doing his thing. And I also appreciate that we are talking about somebody who we don't, who is not someone we've talked about at least once a week for the last 6 months. I love it. I think we need to shine more of a light on those people.
Right.
So I'm really excited about this. I think this is super dope, and congrats to Lupe Fiasco. If I could take the class, I would take the class.
Definitely congratulations to Lupe. I think Lupe is doing a great job of showing us how you can take your skill and use it in other areas.
Yeah,
Being able to teach at MIT is a big deal. Now he's
huge.
teaching at another big institution, and I guess going to school at Yale. It's
Yeah, I gotta look that
wild.
up to see.
Lupe is showing us how to maximize your time. You know what I'm saying? Time management is also a skill that Lupe has mastered, and I hope to learn from that because that's my biggest struggle in life is time management. So, big congratulations to Lupe Fiasco. I think this is super fly, and I want to be able to quote this degree properly. Let me pull it back up one more again. Uh, so the fact that there's a hip hop degree program, I think, is also something to discuss. I know this is not necessarily new in every institution. I know there are institutions that have full on hip hop degrees, but I just think it's a beautiful thing that we're seeing more of this. Hip
Hmm.
hop is the number one genre in the world today. Hip hop is a community that we're a part of, and I hold very dear to my heart. And so anytime I see something like that, I am extremely excited about it. As a Lupe Fiasco fan, I'm excited. As a fan of hip hop, I'm excited. As a member of the hip hop community, I'm excited. This is super fly all around, in my opinion.
I hate when I yawn when you're saying something important because then they think that I don't care about what you're saying, and that's absolutely not true. It's literally
They be all
it's
right.
not bedtime, but you know it's
They
this
be all right.
was
Yeah.
anyway.